grade. We are almost done with our restaurant project. I hope you're enjoying it. We are now moving on to advertising. There are a couple main ways that restaurants advertise. I want you to think about how you learn about a new restaurant. One of the ways they advertise is by using television commercials. Now, these are the same as online commercials. You know, when you're going to watch maybe a video on YouTube and then an advertisement plays beforehand, it's the same type thing. So what you're writing today is either a TV commercial or an online commercial, anything that you will see and hear. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how do I do that? Well, lucky for you, there is a page in your packet that you can turn to right now. So go ahead and turn to the one that says television commercial, and you will see three
to show
columns.
what is on the
Go
screen,
ahead and turn there now.
what is heard, and if there is any music or sound effects at any point in the video.
There are two main components to any television commercial: what is being seen on the screen and what is being heard. Sometimes it's the same thing. For instance, right now you see me and you're hearing me talking. At other times, you might see a different.
Commercials also make use of something called a voiceover. Right now, you're hearing my voice over the picture of a silly lamb. You can also do a voiceover over a video or something that is moving. Or you can put sounds and music or sound effects over words or logos on the screen.
Everything that you're seeing on the screen and you're hearing should be written out in this fashion. So on the left, seen on the screen, is the video or pictures that you're going to see. So let's say I want to start with a picture of the outside of my restaurant, and there will be classical music playing in the background. And then I'll go in and say, have you heard about the new Italian restaurant in town? And then I will say that is a female voice, just so that we know who's talking. So if you want it to be a kid's voice or a male voice or something with an accent, you can also put that in here.
Then let's say the next shot you want is to be as though you were walking into the restaurant. So what is seen on the screen is a video of the hostess opening the doors to the restaurant, and the camera moves past and walks into the restaurant. In the background, the classical music is continuing, and then that same voice from before says, well, if you hadn't before, you have now. Come to Dexter's Diner to experience the meal of a lifetime. Now let's think, what else should we have in our commercial? Well, first of all, you're going to need the name of your restaurant, of course. Then you're going to want to mention the style of food you're serving at your restaurant. That way people know what to expect when they go in. A good way to also draw them in is by giving examples of the meals. Tell them some of the dishes that you offer and tell them some of the cool names you came up with. The theme of your restaurant may not need to be said explicitly. It may be evident when you talk about the types of food that you serve, or maybe with the language or accent or style of music that you're playing in the background. The whole purpose of an advertisement is to convince people to come to your restaurant. So tell them why they should come in. Give them a good reason to want to visit your restaurant. And this could be by saying, what makes your restaurant so unique? What can they find at your restaurant that they can't find anywhere else?
I'm going to challenge you to come up with a slogan or a jingle to put into your commercial. So I want you to think of a couple of famous slogans or jingles. So if I said, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, you're probably thinking, I'm loving it. And now you're thinking of McDonald's. How about, we are farmers? In your head, you probably just went bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. You may not know what Farmers Insurance does, but you sure know their name and you know how their jingle goes. So think about Olive Garden. When you're here, your family. So all these different restaurants and companies come up with little catchy phrases that make you think of them and they stay in your mind. That way when you're thinking, what do I want for dinner? Maybe your jingle or your slogan will come into their minds. So while ideally I would love for you to record your television commercial and send that in to me, I know that it may not be feasible. So if you're able to do that and you have some sort of recording device and you can edit things together and add sound to it, awesome. I would love to see that. If you have an iPad or any Apple device, I'm pretty good at filming and recording videos, so I could help you through that. So if you want to move forward doing it that way, just let me know and I'd be happy to give you a little tutorial on that. Maybe we could set up a Zoom. If not, it's totally fine. I get it. We don't all have technology laying around at our fingertips. So in response to this video, I would like for you to read out your TV commercial to me. Now, the way you would do that is by telling me what I'd see and what I'd hear. So for instance, I have that fake script that I just typed up. I would say, all right, here is my commercial. What you're seeing on the screen is a picture of the outside of the restaurant. You're hearing classical music in the background, and then you hear an adult female voice saying, have you heard about the new Italian restaurant in town? Then it changes to a video of the hostess opening the doors as the camera walks into the restaurant while that classical music continues, and you will hear, well, if you haven't before, you have now. Come to Dexter's Diner to experience the meal of a lifetime. And then read through everything that we're seeing and hearing so we can get a good idea of what your commercial would look like. So if we were together, we would be writing these together and we'd be recording together on my iPads and we'd be able to produce them and I'd be able to teach you all this stuff in person, and I know this isn't ideal. So if you do want to record this and you have some sort of an Apple device, I would be so happy to hop on a Zoom call with you and we can work through some editing tricks together. If not, maybe next year I can show you how we can do some film editing together. But I am just so excited to see all of your creativity and seeing how your theme is coming in to advertise and promote your restaurant, because at this point you should be pretty excited about your restaurant. You know the ins and the outs of it, you know what everything looks like, and so you'll be ready to show us all how you're going to promote your restaurant to the world. So let me know if you have any questions, and I cannot wait to see all of your commercials. See you soon, guys. Bye.